Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. This is part 9 of practical scenarios videos in Angular. As part of this series, I am going to cover 500 practical scenarios in Angular. If you have not watched my previous videos in this playlist, you can go back to my channel and watch them. And as part of this video, I am going to tell how to display text dynamically based on the drop-down value selected by the user. So you can see here, once user has not selected anything, none will be selected, none will be displayed, and once user selected 1, this 1 will be selected, and once user selected 2, 2 selected, and if he selected 3, none selected. So we have achieved this by using ng-switch in Angular. So let us see how to do that in an application. For this I have created a project called testproj, and in this I am going to write my code in app-component.html and app-component.ts. So here you are going to learn how to bind data to the dropdown and how to use ng-switch or how to use switch case in Angular. So for this, first I am going to create a dropdown, select, and in this select I am going to take option. So to these options we have to append an array. So for that I am going to create an array called items. This items is an array of object. So this items consists of name is 1, and value as 1. As this is array of objects, I am going to take another name called 2 and value as 2, name as 3 and value as 3. Now I am going to append these items to my dropdown. For this I am going to use ng-for directive let item of items and I want to show a name from this item, item.name. So once user clicks on this, I am going to store the value as item.name. So here we have to use property binding in order to append the data that user has selected. And I am going to use ng model to store what user has selected. So I am doing the name as selected value. I am copying this, and we have to declare this selected value in our app component.ts. So I am specifying this as string, and it will be empty initially. So it's loading, so it's showing some error. There will not be any error because yeah. Now I am going to save this, and I am going to my HTML. Here I am going to take a div inside this div. I have 3 another div elements. And I am taking 2 more divs. One is for 2 selected and another one is default, like none selected. Now let us save this and check whether we are able to append this value to the drop down and we are able to get these values in our browser or not. So you can see here we have got the drop down and we have got the three text, one selected, two selected and none selected. So our aim is to achieve, once user select anything, we have to show that particular data, and if user selected other things, then we have to show none selected. So we can achieve this by using ngIf as well, but our motto is how to use ngSwitch in this scenario. So I am going to use ngSwitch equal to whatever we have selected. So we have this value and it will be checked with each and every child element. For this I am going to use ngSwitch case equal to 1. I am going to copy this here. So this is 2 and this one is 3. I am not using default here. Once we check this, we will see default as well. So we can see here we have got 1 selected and 2 selected and 3 selected. Now let us use ng default here. Ng default, so it will not take anything. So if user has selected other than 1 or 2, it will show it as default text none selected. So even when user comes to our application for the first time, the value will be empty, so this particular thing will be shown to the user. So let us save this. So it will get compiled. Now we will head back to our browser to check whether it's working or not. So you can see here, if user came to our application for the first time, it will be empty, so we have shown none selected, and if you have selected anything, particular thing will be shown, and 2 selected, and if you have selected other than 1 or 2, we are showing the default case. So in this way we can achieve or we can use ngSwitch in our Angular application. So this is the end of this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.